So one of the most intimidating things about getting into this business was contracts and proposals. We've finally figured it out a little bit. That's why we've offered it in the Foodscaper starter pack. But just as a general aside, it's so important to think about how you can portray in language what you are going to do for the client. So I will write out, a lot of times I'll actually just close my eyes and I'll think through all of the steps that are going to be needed to make the job happen, and I'll write those out in prose. Be extra specific. So if you're going to be putting a top piece of trim on a garden bed, don't just say trim on top of the garden bed. Say a 2x6 piece of trim on top of your 18-inch tall garden bed, and be extra specific in that way so that there's no lacking clarity. And then on top of that, give a picture of exactly what you are planning to build for them. So if you don't have one of your own previous projects, use a different product on the internet to display exactly what this client can expect, so there's no lacking clarity, so that when you're halfway through the build, the client doesn't come outside and say, that's not what I thought we had agreed on. And you said, well, here's the contract. It said I'm gonna put this trim on top of your garden bed so that you can sit there. And then the client's like, oh, I thought that was gonna be much wider. And you're like, well, there's this gray area. I had one thing in my head, you had the other. How do we bridge that divide? Well, we need pictures and we need very specific language. So with all aspects of your proposals, be sure to be extra specific to outline things so you don't have to undo your work later.